you start designing?
I knew I could be and wanted to be a fashion designer the day I started designing. I was in junior high. We had a party. I was part of the student council. We put together a party to raise funds for the student council, and I decided I convinced everybody to have it to make it a formal party. And then I realized I didn't have anything to wear, so I designed my dress.
Oh, that's cool. So then, did you still think fashion as a career?
Yes, I did. I went to college and I studied fashion at Savannah College of Art and Design.
And what college did you go to study at?
I went to Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay. And then, who's your role model?
I have tons of role models. I have the big designers like Gianfranco Ferrer and Valentino, and then other designers like Angel Sanchez and Carolina Herrera, Oscar de la Renta as well.
Nice. And then, what is your inspiration when you design?
And it always depends on the collection. There's always a different type of inspiration for each collection. There's a detail that inspires me in the direction that the designs are going to go. But the way I check everything in my head, at least, if the design is going to really work, if it's really going to sell, if it's really elegant, is I think, would Jackie Onassis or would Audrey Hepburn wear this? And if Audrey Hepburn, if I can see Audrey Hepburn wearing it, then it's okay.
That's cool. What would you say is your favorite fashion style?
Very simple, but not boring, but always make it look elegant, but fresh at the same time. And make it your own.
Do you have any hobbies?
My hobby is my work.
That's an interesting one.
I used to like scrapbooking, but I'm not tiny anymore.
Is there any math or science involved in your work?
There is tons of math and science in my work. Math, the pattern making, the actual pattern making is 100% math. You have to know geometry and you have to know your numbers very well. You got to know how to add very well. You got to know how to add inches very well to the last tiny little measurement.
And I'm guessing also all the accounting and the budgets.
Gotta keep accounting in order, gotta keep budgets in order. Photo shoots include a lot of math when it comes to budgeting. And then cost of the sales, you gotta figure out the cost of sales, the cost of the product, how much your gross margin is, how much you're gonna make off of profit off of everything. Everything has math involved. And science, I guess, there's a lot of science involved in the fact that when you design something, you know, everything can look really nice on paper, but when you take it from paper to actually transforming it into something that somebody can wear, you have to know the science of how the body works, how the body moves, in order to know if something is actually wearable, if it's going to be comfortable, and how to cut it in order to make sure that the dress is something somebody would actually want to buy, to wear.
What can you tell me about your family then?
Well, I work with my husband, so I'm with him all the time. And my kids come to my office a lot. They have toys and their beds and everything in the office. But we try as hard as we can to try to separate both things every so often. Try on weekends to concentrate on not going to the office. So I think we kind of have a balance there.
Yeah. How do you organize and manage both a family and a career? Is it difficult?
It's very difficult, especially because it's 100% my responsibility. So I have to either to open to close to make sure everything's running, but then I also take care of my kids. So I think the main reason why I can keep it all together is because I have 4 grandparents.
Wow.
I got my parents and my in-laws to take care of the kids when I can. I'm very lucky.
And then, are there many people that help you in the fashion industry?
A lot. Even if they're not in the office with me, a lot of people help. I have people who make the stuff for me, people who make the patterns for me, people who check the patterns for me, and everybody around me, everybody who has ever helped me at any point, be their employee or not. My friends help me tons.
And do you make your own dresses sometimes? And what do you prefer, making them or
Do you mean
designing?
me actually sewing?
Yeah.
I hate to sew. I know
making dresses for, who would it be?
Person they've already dressed or somebody who I'd like to dress?
That you've already dressed.
Ivanka Trump.
Ivanka Trump, the daughter of Donald Trump. Very interesting. Well, thank you. And I hope we have an end on this grade. So if you'd like to say anything else.
No, thank you for actually thinking of me.
Bye.
Say bye, Eugenia B. Thomas.
You didn't